Hi everybody, welcome to the Cozy Guardians podcast. My name is Mel. I am the owner and dyer for Big Little Yarn Co. I live in Hyogo, Japan with my husband Tim and my son Everest, we call Evie. And welcome to the end of July wrap-up video / new update little preview video. So this video is going to be a little different because in this beginning section I'm going to be showing off all the colors that'll be here for the Spooky Summer collection, which is coming soon on August 4th at 10 a.m. Japan Standard Time. And before we get into that, I don't know if you've noticed, but I did get a haircut. I got some bangs. Got some new glasses. Hopefully it looks okay on camera. I am wearing my shirt backwards because I have this really bad stain in my back. I literally right before I recorded, I was like, I'm just gonna need a cream puff. And the cream puff exploded. And I tried to wash it, but there's a stain. And I don't have a change of clothes at the studio. So I'm going to wear my shirt backwards and then try to deal with it later. But welcome to the podcast. And so let me start off with the Spooky Summer preview. So if you're not interested in the Spooky Summer collection, totally fine. I'll put the little bookmark timestamps down below so you can see. You could just skip forward to the main podcast bit, but if you are interested in seeing all the colorways I've made, I'm really excited to show it to you. So I do have a little list, since I do have 7 variegated colorways and 7 coordinating tonals. So I'm just gonna go down the list in no particular order. It's just whatever I have written down. So before, a month ago, I did do a little Instagram poll or a question box where I asked people what they wanted to see, what old colorways they wanted back, and what new colorways they were looking for. And this is my, I believe, 3rd year of doing the Spooky Summer collection, and I know me and a lot of other people look forward to it every year, so I'm really excited to have brought a few older colorways back, but also having some new colorways. So let me get to it. So first is an old colorway, but a very highly requested colorway. It is, grab it, so sorry, I'm gonna be reaching over and grabbing things because there are so many colors. So first up is the Witch, and this is a very highly requested colorway. Let me see if it will. There we go. And this particular one is on my Superwash BFL Cordale sock base. So it's a bit tougher than Superwash Merino nylon, but it is a no nylon sock base that will be available. And just FYI, these are all going to be pre-orders and they are due to ship out by the end of October. So again, this is the Witch. It's not, there it goes. I knit the Dawn to Dusk Shacket using this colorway held together with Kage, which is another tonal from last year's Spooky Summer, and it knits up so well. This is the perfect cool toned neutral variegated colorway, and it doesn't have a ton of variegation, but it does have speckles and just a perfect amount of variegation, I feel. So there's this one, and this time instead of using Kage as a tonal, I brought in Moonglow. I don't think I've had Moonglow as available as a pre-order before, It's just this really nice light yellow. I've had this color as part of a sock set for Amy of Amy Sheer Make. She has the Arrow to the Moon sock set that uses this contrasting color, but I've never had it in full skein form, so it's really lovely because this is like nice, spooky, hazy, kind of autumnal night kind of. Yeah, I really love these two together. Let me show you how it would look as a sock set. Sorry, excuse my reach. So I will have each of these like variegated colors will have little sock set versions available. So that's what the sock set's gonna look like. It is so cute as a coordinating tonal. So this is the first pair of colors. And I'll also talk about some new bases and stuff like that towards the end, but let me just show off. Let's just get through all the colorways first. Okay, so next is another super high, I think this is probably one of my most highly requested colorways. Oh my gosh, let me find it. Where is it? Here it is. It is Coraline. And then this time the coordinating tonal is Tsuki. So Coraline, let me just show it off here real quick, is probably one of my most popular Halloween colorways. I've brought it back a few times, and every single time people love it, and I totally get it. I haven't knit with it before, but I do have, I'll show like a little pic of a swatch that I've done of Coraline, because I am planning on doing the recursion pullover this fall, and it knits up so pretty. So there's that, and then Tsuki is also like a tried and true tonal, and it's just this classic gray. I don't know if you could see, but it's quite cool toned. Like compared to my gray shirt, this looks a little bit warmer. It is more of a cool toned gray, and honestly it goes with everything. Let me show you the little sock set. So cute. Okay, so there's that that pair. And then next one is a brand new colorway that I've made. Super excited about this one. This is the Hocus Pocus colorway. I love it so much. This is on the Superwash Merino DK base. And sorry, I should have also mentioned that Coraline was also on the Superwash Merino DK base. Yeah. Gosh, this is so cute. I think it will knit up so pretty in sock form or like little accessories or something like that because of the super variegated nature of like the colorway. And there's some fun speckling going on. Hopefully you could see that. And I created this colorway based off of the sisters' dresses, and it is so good. And then the coordinating tonal is this really fun green, and this one is called Sanderson for the sisters, and they look so cute together. But I've been obsessed with this green color for the longest time. Like, I really need a sweater, like a fuzzy Sari sweater out of this yarn would be so pretty. And this one is also on the non-superwash. Oh no, I lied. This is in the Superwash BFL Cordale base. Although I do have like a non-superwash BFL sock base as well. No nylon non-superwash socks. So if you are into no nylon non-superwash socks, there will be an option. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen. I just want to make sure that the color's going on there nicely. And then if it was a sock set, just pretend that this is a Trusty sock or like a sock base. For sock sets, I will have it on Trusty sock, which is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon, and then the cash sock or cashmere sock, which is, I can't remember the exact percentages right now, but it's a cashmere merino superwash merino cashmere nylon base, and then I will also have it on the non-superwash BFL sock base as well. So there's 3 bases you could choose for these sock sets. So just pretend that this is not the superwash merino DK and this is just a regular sock base, and look how cute. These would make such cute Halloween autumnal socks. I think this is my favorite sock set. I want to say this and then one more. I have another favorite, but I really love this one. So that's another pair of colorways here. Okay. What's next? Oh, and then I do have another new variegated colorway, and that is this. This is Train to Busan, because, it's one of my favorite zombie movies. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but this is Train to Busan. It's just this really nice blue, mainly blue. There are, I don't know if you can, let me find like a good spot, like right here, some speckles of red in there, because, it's a zombie movie, of course, I had to. And then, this is on the Superwash Merino Sport Base, which also I need a sweater quantity of this because it is so soft and squishy. It is like the perfect sport base. But anyways, and then the coordinating tonal is Urami, because, again, zombies, I kind of had to. And Urami, you've probably seen before. I bring it back quite often because, again, it's like just a very classic deep not burgundy, it's not purple at all, it's just like a dark cherry red color, as you can see. And this is on the Superwash Merino DK base. They look so good together. And then let me show you sock set form. Boom. I love it so much. So that is another pair. And then, let me see, what else do I have? Another new colorway, 2 new colorways actually, is Stranger Things themed, which is fun. So I haven't, honestly, full disclosure, I haven't caught up with the show, and I haven't watched the most recent seasons, but I do really love at least season 1. So, and I think I really liked season 2 too. I honestly don't remember the last time I watched it, but I have to get back on it because I was looking through all like the spooky kind of, I guess it's kind of horror, right? Horror shows and movies, and I was like, yeah, I really have to get back on it. So this is Stranger Things. Just this really fun variegated colorway. I think this will knit up really well into socks. But then the coordinating tonal is Demogorgon, of course. And you'll be like, why is Demogorgon so pastel-y? It's because I was looking through all the pictures, and the Demogorgon looks like this dark colored monster, but in reality, if you look at it in the light, the skin color is kind of like this light, kind of, I don't want to say sickly because I don't want to call this colorway sickly, but it's a very close to like a pale color. So I decided to go with that instead because I really like how it contrasts in sock set form. And keen-eyed observers might be like, Mel, that really looks like your Haru colorway. But let me show you a comparison. So if you have been here and you know my Haru colorway, this is Haru, which is from my previous Sakura collection. I do have some extras, by the way. These are all, most of these are all extras. And I don't know if you can see it, but Haru is like a blue mint, and then Demogorgon is like a green mint. So slightly different. I know that some people might say they look similar, but to me they're quite different in like how they show. This Hada colorway is quite springy and bright, and Demogorgon is more of a subdued pastel-y color, I'd like to say. Like if you are someone who's really into lighter colors rather than like dark jewel toned, I feel like this would be a really great option for like an autumnal pastel-y colorway. As same goes for like all of these, you know, like look at this set, like how cute. Oh, I'm into that. These three colorways together, Demogorgon, Moonglow, and Ski together. Also, this would be a really cute baby blanket, honestly. Okay, so anyways, so this is Stranger Things and Demogorgon. And then, okay, 4 more colorways. So the next one is an oldie but a goodie. I haven't brought this back since I first started dyeing yarn. So maybe like 2020. It's the last time I've had this available for pre-order, and it is The Shining. So let me show it to you. And it is based off of the hotel carpet, if you can tell. And the coordinating tonal for this is called Windy, from Wendy Torrance. She wears this like blue apron dress kind of in the beginning of the movie, and I really love her outfit in that part, so I made a my card got full and I had to stop the video real quick. But I was talking about the Windy colorway, so I wanted to make a matching blue color based off of that outfit because I really love that outfit. And I don't know if you could tell, but this makes a really cute sock set. So let me show you how cute. I love how the blue kind of plays with each other here. Love that as a sock set. So this is The Shining, and this is Windy. So there's those. And then last but not least, I do have one more new colorway and one more really popular old colorway. The new colorway is this lovely, lovely, like foresty green variegated yarn. This is on the Superwash Merino Sport Base. This is Pan's Labyrinth, which is like one of my all-time favorite comfort movies, honestly. I can watch it in Spanish and still understand what's going on because I've watched it so many times. So there's that. And then the coordinating tonal is Deep Woods. This was the original coordinating tonal for The Witch. As you can see, they work really well together as well. But I decided to put these two together because Ophelia goes into the woods a lot, obviously, to do all the tasks that the fawn sends her to do. And so these two look so good together. And I've knit using Deep Woods for my my most recent cardigan, and I'm blanking on the name right now, but the one by Sari Nordlund, and it was like a cabled monstrosity that took me 6 months to make. I use Deep Woods, and I can attest that it is such a cozy autumnal colorway. I'm so excited to wear that cardigan. But I'll put some photos of the cardigan up. But here is the sock set, the perfect earthy pairing. So yeah, those are all the colorways. Oh my gosh, they're so... It looks like yarn just exploded everywhere. But, okay, let me just put these back real quick. So in addition to the sock sets, I will also have mini sets available. So option 1 is, let me grab it. Variegated only mini sets. Let me try to line them up so you can see them all. So here are all the variegated colorways together. So it's a total of 7. Oh, so hard to hold, but so there's a just variegated colorway set. And then, in addition to that, there will also be a just tonal. Let me see if I can line them up again. Just tonal mini set. And then you can get the whole collection as a big 14-piece mini set as well. So that will be available to pre-order. So for those of you who are mini lovers, here is a lovely autumnal 14-piece set for you. So there's that. Let me just put this away. And then, okay, last thing about the yarn, and then I'm going to go into the fiber, because there will also be fiber available, which is very exciting. I do have one new base that I wanted to show you all because it is so, I love it. I love it so much. So I am going to have, I don't know if you can see it, I will have Tweed DK. So this is a Superwash BFL Tweed base, DK weight. And I've been looking for a base where I love the tweed, because the thing about tweed bases is sometimes they just have too much tweed. Sometimes the tweed is not in a color that I particularly like. I prefer neutral tweed. And so I've been on the hunt for a good tweed base, and I finally found it, and I am so happy with it. It will be so perfect for the autumn. And let me just show you some tonals, some examples for you. Ooh, this combo looks really good too. So here's Ski, Sanderson, and Windy together. Ooh, how pretty is that? So these are on the, oh wait, sorry, no, this is Demogorgon, sorry. So if you want to see the difference between Demogorgon and Ski, here are the, everything's fallen. But here are the three most pastel-y colors. And the Tweed DK has an undertone of gray underneath, which I really love, which is why Demogorgon looks a bit darker on the Tweed DK base versus the Superwash. I think this is Trusty Sock. You can kind of tell that this has a bit of a cool gray undertone to it, and that's from the base itself. But here are the three pastel-y light colored bases together. So Demogorgon, Moonglow, and Ski. And you could kind of see the difference between Demogorgon and Ski here. But don't they look so good in tweed? And then yeah, they're just so good. I really want to make a stripe hype sweater out of the DK. I think it'd be so cozy. I think it requires 4 colorways, but how pretty would this be? Just a blue and green toned stripe hype. So cozy. So I'm going to have this available as one of the new bases, and I'm very excited about it. I also really like how Coraline looks on the tweed as well. You can see that. There are some white cream neps as well as the black, so it really kind of looks like a galaxy in a way. I really love that. So lots of options for you when it comes to bases. I have so many bases in the shop because I just love all of them. And then obviously there will be Sari and things like that. I just didn't really, they all there's so many bases to show you that I can't really show every single one. But I will say on the website, on the day of the pre-order, each listing will have like a little base comparison photo, so that with like labels of all the bases of the samples that I've dyed. I haven't dyed samples for every single base because a lot of the times things start to look the same. But I have tried to like put in the bases that kind of vary the most on the picture. And so you can take a look at that and see for yourself what each colorway might look like on the samples that I've made. Hope that makes sense. So let me move on to the fiber. Let me bring... Okay, so for fiber wise, I don't do the tonals on fiber. I just do the variegated, just for my sanity. And because I haven't really mastered the art of converting my tonal recipes to from yarn to fiber quite yet. So as of now, I still just only have the variegated, but I'm super excited about it. So let me just show you real quick. First off, let me just go down the list again. So the witch, first off, before I start showing you, I will also have a new base. So usually I've had the bases available were Rambouillet and Superfine Merino and BFL Tussa Silk blend. And then one more brand new base that I will have available is this Polworth Llama Silk blend, which is so nice. It is so nice. So let me just show you real quick. Sorry for the crinkling, but this is just the bare base. You could kind of see the luster that it has from the silk, and it's a brown kind of base. It's like I wouldn't say it, I feel like a milk latte brown, oat milk latte brown, I'd say, So I've got this brand new base and I'm obsessed. Again, sorry for the crinkling, but I haven't spun with it yet, but I am, after this video, planning on bringing one of these samples home so that I could spin it a little bit, see how it is. So yeah, let me just go through it. I did make a Rambouillet sample and the new base sample, the Polworth Llama Silk sample, just because they look so different between the bases. So yeah, let me just show you real quick. So first off is the witch. So this is the witch in fiber form. Could kind of see that. Let me just change the settings real quick. Sorry, I tried to change the settings a little bit so it's a little more color correct, but I think this is good. So this is the witch in fiber form. This is on, again, the Rambouillet. Sorry, it's kind of trying to go onto my face, but let me just hide my face for you. And then, so this is the Polworth Llama Silk base. Super pretty, and you could see how different it is between the two. And then let's see what's next. Coraline. I think Coraline is probably my favorite. Let me find her. But I love how Coraline looks in fiber form. So this is Coraline. Just get into a little pinwheel. I love how Coraline looks in fiber form. Sorry, it's trying to focus on my face, but how pretty is that? And then this is Coraline on the new Polworth Llama Silk, which is so moody and pretty. Oh my gosh. Obsessed. Sorry, I'm trying to hide my face so it just stays focused on the fiber, but so pretty. Okay, next up is Hocus Pocus. Oh, Hocus Pocus I love too. Here's Hocus Pocus on the Rambouillet, and it has like a bit of a gradient to it. So starts off purple, goes into oranges, and ends in greens. Love that. And then this is Hocus Pocus on the new Polworth Llama Silk. I love how heathered it looks. Sorry, I'm trying really hard to have it focus on the fiber, but I love how heathered it looks with the silk. Just make it into a little wheel. Love that. Okay. After that, it is Train to Busan. It's this blue with hints of red. You can see more of the red on this side. Open it up. Sorry, the focus is probably really hard to keep track of, but and then this is Train to Busan on the Polworth Llama Silk. It's just this moodier version. I love that it makes it into like a moody version of the two. And then The Shining. Let me find it. Wait, shoot. I don't think The Shining. Oh, The Shining isn't dry just yet. So I'll put pictures up here for The Shining. Sorry, I totally forgot one of them was not dry, but I have to film and edit this video real soon, so sorry about that. I'll put the picture of The Shining here. I'm also obsessed with it. And then the and then the Stranger Things colorway is this one. This one's very autumnal with hints of blue. And there's like hints of these like pops of bright reddish orange here, which I really love. And then this is the Polworth Llama Silk. And let me wheel it. Go. So pretty. You know, I'd really love a combo spin of Train to Busan with Stranger Things. These two look so good together. I just saw them because I just put them down side by side. I feel like the colors are blowing out a tiny bit, so I'll put like some accurate photos of up here for you. I feel like the light is a bit blue today too. Hopefully I can edit that. But won't these two look so good together? I don't know, just my opinion. And then last but not least, I have Pan's Labyrinth. It's really pretty, like romantic almost. Forest green, some bits of dark green and browns in there. Really love this in the Polworth silk as well, because that brown kind of just makes it even more woodsy. Some cabin in the woods vibes. So yeah, that's it. Let me show you some color combos that I really like, just for get some inspiration flowing. Oh, before I start with that, let me also show you the stitch markers that'll be available. So much stuff available, so I hope you find something you like. But these stitch markers will also be available. Again, these are all vintage, and so they're limited, quite limited. So I have these 3. Let me show it to you one by one. So I have this stitch marker. It's really cute. It's got these, I really like the speckles. Hope you can see that. Let me see if it'll, there you go. I don't know if, I hope it's focused properly, but there's some speckling, and it also has like, it's orange, but it has this hint of purple. There's pink when it goes in the sunlight. And then I also have these 2 guys, which are these little autumnal flowers. I thought these were really cute too. Hopefully they're focusing. Sorry, my nails are my manicure's a little old. But so these 3 stitch markers will also be dropping, and these are the only items that are limited in quantity. So if you are looking to get a stitch marker, I highly recommend just checking out with one order and then coming back to make another order with your yarn or fiber, because I will, as long as you use the same email address, I will combine shipping. And if you want to make extra sure, you could always just email me with your order numbers, and I will combine shipping and refund any shipping overages to you if you happen to need to make multiple orders. But I don't know, did I already mention that the pre-orders will be open for 48 hours only? Or if I meet my die cap, because the turnaround time, I want to make sure I get all the yarn and your items out before. I would really like to ship them out like mid-October, early to mid-October. Late October is like my deadline, because I would really love for you all to be able to make with it towards the end of October when it's Halloween time, you know. So I will have to cut the 48 hours short if I do end up reaching my die limit, but hopefully that won't happen. So yeah, that'll be on the day of. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go. So again, let me show you some color combos really quick, and then we'll move on to the meat of the video. But oh man, let me start with this green, because I really love this green. But look how unexpected. I love how all these tonals just work so well with each of these colorways. But anyways, like, doesn't this look so good with Coraline? And then what about this? Ooh, that's nice. Coraline, Sanderson, and Demogorgon. That is a nice combo right there. And then if you're looking for like how about I do a tonals only 3 color combo type of deal, because I feel like color work would be a really big thing this like real soon. So something like this, Deep Woods, Ski, and Windy would be so pretty in color work. And then on the other hand, these 3, just some light color work. The Moon Glow and Demogorgon won't have as much contrast to each other, so it would be like a low contrast color situation right here, but this is really cute. But if it's just 2 color work, this would work so well. The Sanderson and Demogorgon are both in the green family, but they have, I think, enough contrast to work well with like a colorwork yoke. Oh, that'd be so cute. Oh man. And then, okay, let me do one with Urami. Okay, Urami looks really good with the shining as well, but also, oh man, look at this. This would be a really pretty shawl. Just all the reds working together. I love that. So this is from the, well, this is my left, but from my left, it's Hocus Pocus, Stranger Things, The Shining, and then Urami. But these, just these three variegated colors would make a really nice kind of fade shawl situation, as well as, so this is the Witch and Pan's Labyrinth together, but they're kind of like fraternal twins in a way, because this is like a blue woodsy version of this green woodsy version. So this would be really interesting, like if you hold them together. I think that would make a really great marl, like as well as this with, let me show you. So this is the Witch in Sari silk lace, but imagine this held together with this. Ooh, that would be really pretty. Or this held together with Demogorgon would make a really subtle variegated fabric. That would be so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me do one more. Let's see, I haven't done like a blue. Let's do like a blue one. Let's do a blue color combo situation. Let's do 2 tonals and 2... I love this. I love this so much. Wait, this is so pretty. So from my left, Ski, Coraline, Wendy, and Train to Busan. This is so cute. Wait. But, oh, okay. The last one, because I really love Wendy paired with Train to Busan too. Oh man. I think my Sari silk lace is somewhere else. Let me go grab it real quick. Sorry, my Sari silk lace version of Wendy was in my 2 skein pile, so it's not skeined up. But, so this is the Sari silk lace version of Wendy. Super pretty. It's a little blown out, I'd say. I'll put a color correct version in the screen just because it looks really shiny on camera right now, and it's really not that shiny. I'd say it's more of a mid-tone blue. But anyways, this held together with this. When you hold for those of you who don't know, when you hold like a tonal and a Sari silk lace together with a variegated not a main skein, but like a variegated fingering weight or DK weight, it really subdues the variegation, but like in a really nice watercolory way. It's the same thing that I did for my Dawn to Dusk Shacket, where I used the Witch and Kage, and it kind of like mellowed down the variegation. But I think these would work so well together to do that kind of same effect. So cute. Okay, I could like talk about this all day, so I'm just gonna keep moving on because I still have to talk about my knits. So, luckily for those of you who have been watching from the beginning, but unluckily for those of you who skipped forward to this part, I don't have that much progress to talk about. I did start one new small project, but let me just talk about my current whips. So I showed this to you last time, and honestly, I didn't get that much done. This is Tim's summer top. And unfortunately, I have not gotten that much done. I've just been super busy. Effie got sick again. I don't know if you watched my last video. I think I talked about it, how he got sick again. This is like his 5th illness in like 2 months, maybe, month and a half. So therefore, I did not have that much time to knit, but we're getting there. So last time I talked about this, I think I just split the front and back. It is knit bottom up. And so I got a little bit done. I did some decreases to shape the front because, again, he wanted some satin sleeves. And yeah, I don't want to repeat everything all over again, so I'll put any info down below. It's my own pattern, Amirisu Parade. But it's going. You know, I try to knit on it every now and then, but it's tough. I just don't really have the time for this one as much. And then my other project is a sock project. So I was telling you, I think last check-in episode, that has been too hot, and it's continuously been way too hot to knit, but I missed being able to knit on the train, so I cast on a pair of socks. So I cast on a pair of poet socks. Ooh, they look really nice on camera. These are some poet socks by Sari, Nordlund. I've been sitting on the pattern for the longest time. This is knit on one of my Ghibli colorways for season 2. This is Kiki's Delivery Service. This is Baker's Assistant on Trusty sock. There we go. Ooh, it looks so cute. So it's got like some slight variegation. I think it's enough to still let the pattern pop a little bit, but it's still kind of interesting. I cast on using the size 60 and did I cast on using the size 1. The pattern calls for 60 stitches, so it's a 60 stitch sock due to the pattern. But my usual stitch count for just regular stockinette socks is like 66, maybe even 68. I don't have wide feet. They're quite small, but I guess they're wider than they are smaller. I don't know how to explain it, but the 66, 68 usually fits me the best. And so 60 stitches is quite small for me, for my feet. So I did the ribbing in size 1 needles, and then I switched over to size 2 for the main pattern, and I think it's going pretty well. I think that was the right move to do, because I think otherwise these socks would be way, way too small. I'm still kind of worried about the cuff. Honestly, I have like pretty thick calves, so I'm kind of worried about the cuff, but I think it'll be okay. I am glad I switched to size US 2 though for the main foot section. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is the first bit, and then I do have this stitch marker. This was gifted to me from Amy of Amy Share Makes. This is from her API month collection. It's like a little matcha whisk, and she had like these matcha stitch markers that she kindly gifted to me, so thank you, Amy. But yeah, those are the only 2 projects that I've been working on, honestly. And I don't have any FOs. I do have some acquisitions, but they're like knitting adjacent, and they also were gifted to me. So let me just move on to that, because talking about gifts. So this follower of mine, Hannah, kindly reached out to me and asked if she could send me a couple things from her paper marbling workshop, but she's from Sweden, and she and her partner, I believe Carl, watch this podcast, so now I'm getting really shy, but hi. Thank you so much for sending these to me. But yeah, so like, you know, I didn't ask for these, but she just sent them to me, and I'm like so grateful, and I love them so much. So let me just show it to you. So Hannah and Carl do paper marbling. So can you believe, like, look at this notebook that she sent me? This is so special. Like, how pretty is that? How pretty. And then we were just talking about how it looks kind of like this. Like, I was saying great minds think alike, because honestly, it's like a pretty solid match, I'd say. So she sent over this lovely notebook to me. And then also, they also have stitch markers available in their shop. Sorry, my card is getting full, so I'm gonna try to make this quick, but also I appreciate you, Hannah and Carl. Thank you so much. But I was talking about the stitch markers. How cute are these? Let me see if it could. So sorry if the camera moved around. I had to fix the SD card for some reason, but I was talking about the stitch markers that they sent me. And also, I'd like to mention that this is their shop name. And I'll put a link to their shop as well as their Instagram down below. But look at all these stitch markers they sent to me. How pretty. Let me try to have it. How can I show this to you nicely? Maybe I'll just put like a picture. I'll put a picture up on the screen so that you can see how pretty they are, because it's kind of hard to have them focus, and they're all really pretty, and I'd like to show you, but yeah, that's really hard to show with me fumbling around. So I'll put a picture here so you can look at how pretty it is, but you could check out all their info down below. Thank you so much, Hannah and Carl. I appreciate you guys. This is so special. I haven't written in it yet because I'm not quite sure what to use it for, because it's special, but also at the same time I want to be able to use it. So if you have any ideas about what I should use this notebook for, let me know, because I already have a knitting notebook, and I honestly don't write notes too often in a knitting notebook. I usually just jot it down on my notes app. And then for my reading, I don't usually write this much, so I'm not quite sure. And the paper is so nice. I just realized, like, it's like proper paper. I don't know, should I use it as a sketchbook? I'm not sure, but let me know what you guys think I should use it for. But yeah, those are my acquisitions, my gifted acquisitions. I feel so grateful that people want to give me stuff just because they watch me on YouTube. Like, thank you. So yeah, super grateful for that. Last but not least, let me talk about some books that I read. So a couple of these I talked about more in depth in my last reading vlog video, so I'll put like a link down below, put the cards up on the screen if you want to look at that. So I'll just go over these super quickly, because I did talk more about it there. So the first thing since the last check-in video that I've read that I have yet to mention to you is The Age of Magical Overthinking by Amanda Montell. And she wrote Cultish, which I really enjoyed. And usually she writes kind of books regarding linguistics and how that kind of affects our society. This time it was not about linguistics, it was more about the different kind of fallacies that we as humans are prone to and how that affects our brains and our mental health in our modern age. So really interesting. I really enjoyed it, and I gave it 4 stars. And then After that, I read The Haar by David Sodergren, and for those of you who watched my latest video, you would know that I highly enjoyed this horror novel. It was so good. I am Teen Muriel 100%. She knits, so she's one of us, you guys. So it was a really good horror novel. I highly recommend it. It's not super long. I talked more about it in my last video, but I gave it 4.5 stars. And then after that, I read Before the Coffee Gets Cold. This is a reread that I reread for my book club that I have with my husband and his brothers, so my brothers-in-law. And so I reread it. I didn't love it as much as the first time, mainly because it's a very dialogue-heavy novel. Not much happens. Once you know the little twists and turns, you kind of know all you need to know. So I gave it a little lower rating than the first one, just because upon reread I'm like, this is not as interesting as I thought it was. So I gave it 3.25 stars. So yeah, I think I gave it like four stars, or maybe 4.5 stars the first read, because it did make me cry, and I didn't read the part that made me cry last time because I didn't want to cry again. So that might also have to do with the lower rating. And then lastly, I literally finished it this morning on the way to the studio, is Thirst by Marina Yuszczuk, I think is how you pronounce her name, and it is translated from the Spanish. And it is about a lonely vampire lady who meets a lonely human girl, but not really about that. It's not a romance novel by any means. It's just more of a commentary on loneliness, about what it means to be alive, what it means to be undead or dead, and what it means to be somebody who longs for connection, but you're not human. Like, what do you do with that? So I do talk a little bit more about it during the last reading vlog video, and then I just kind of stopped listening to it until this morning because I was kind of into these podcasts I was listening to. So yeah, it was okay. The writing was really nice. Like, the translation, whoever the translator was, I forget who the translator was, it was really good. Like, it read like it was written in English, which I think is very telling on the talent of the translator. I feel like when you don't really hear the awkward, like, sometimes translations can be a bit awkward, and like the way you say something in another language might not translate well into English. In this book, I feel like she did a really good job translating it into English. I don't know, it just felt very natural, and like, like it was originally an English novel, but it was actually written in Spanish. So that was really good. The writing was beautiful. The translation was great. So I gave it 3.5, mostly because I really wanted to know what happened, but it wasn't really about vampires killing humans or like this vampire human love or anything like that. It was just more so a take on loneliness. So 3.5. But yeah, that is all. I feel like this episode's gonna be super long, and it's gonna be a beast to edit. So thank you so much if you hung out for this long, because honestly, I talked a lot about the shop update in the beginning. I feel like I talked for an hour, or more than an hour maybe. So thank you so much for just hanging out with me. There's like construction noises outside. I hope you're not hearing it. I just realized that they started up again. But the shop update is going to be on August 4th and at 10 a.m. Japan Standard Time. So I hope you liked something, hope you're interested in something. If not, totally fine. Like, you don't have to shop my shop updates. Like, you just commenting and saying hi, honestly, makes my day. And I really enjoy reading your comments and hearing your recommendations. It's one of my favorite things. So thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you've been reading, what you've been working on. I really love hearing about your whips. And I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.